Preparing healthy meals for your kids should not just be hard. So welcome back, guys. Today I'm going to show you guys how to make this multi-grain pap. Here I'm making use of guinea corn. This one I'm holding now is millet, and then I'm going to be using a combination of white and yellow corn. So you can just use white corn or you can just use yellow corn, but combining them together is the best for me. So you can just follow suit or just use any one that you want. Now I'm going to be adding some soya beans and also some groundnuts. Now this soya beans is not toasted, it's not boiled, anything. Even the groundnut, they're not toasted or boiled. Then I'll also be making use of some sweet potatoes. Now when you look at all these ingredients, you will know it is not your regular pap. This one is nutrient filled and nutrient packed. I'll also be adding some carrots. Now you can be wondering, why do I have water in this container? What I usually do is that I buy my carrots, peel them, wash them, pop them into some containers, add some water, and then store them in my fridge. It's going to stay for a long while there without spoiling. I tend to change the water every 2 days. So that's the best way to preserve your carrots. You can also try this and thank me later. Now I'm going to go ahead to start washing my grains one at a time. I started with the guinea corn. Now for the guinea corn, you can use this colored one or the white one, or you can combine the both depending on whichsoever one that you want. I've been opportune to live in the north for a while. What these guys do is that they dry the grains directly on the floor. So that is why we have so many gravel, so many sand, so many stones in our grains. So you're going to take your time to wash this over and over and over and over again. If not, you're going to have so much sand in your pap or whichever thing that you are making that you require grains for. So thank you so much to everyone who has been supporting me from day one. I am so grateful. Please just give this video a thumbs up by liking, drop a beautiful comment, and if you have not subscribed, please subscribe. This will help you to push my videos to larger audience, and other people will see what I have here. Like I told you guys, I left my other account at 1k plus followers, and here I am stuck at 41 followers. I can't wait to grow, guys. So please, you guys should help me do that. Thank you. So just continue taking your time to wash this over and over again, like you can see me do in the video. So I'm just going to take my time and then start taking them out little at a time. This is to ensure that all the sand or the dirt will just sediment at the bottom of the container. Yes, good. So I hope you guys just saw that sand now, right? So that is what I'm trying to say. So I'm just going to transfer this into the bowl again and then add water, and this I will leave this to ferment or to soak for 3 days. But in that 3 days, each morning or each evening, I'll wash again and then change the water. I'm going to set this aside and then go to the second grain. Exactly the same thing or exactly the same process or how I washed the first one, that is exactly how I will wash this second one too. This one even contains more sand, guys. So what I'll do is that I'll first of all, with my sieve, I'll just remove the chaffs or the lighter ones that are up. I usually dry those ones. When they are pretty dry, I can now select the sands or select out any of the chaff that is there that I do not want. Then when I want to blend yam or plantain flour, I usually add those ones to it and then blend everything together. Or when I want to just keep the chaff, I will use for my rat trap. I'll just poison it and then set it for rats to die. I can just dry this chaff too for that purpose. So I'll just continue washing. Please take your time to wash this. Do not be lazy or skeptical about it. If not, you're going to have so much sand in your pap, and trust me, that is not what you want at all. After putting in all the whole effort and everything gets ruined, trust me, you would be very angry at yourself. So most times I washed my for 3 to 4 times. But because this is a video, I actually had to like skip out some parts. But you wash and wash and wash and wash over and over again until you feel it is super neat. Now you can see I'm repeating the same process of just trying to scoop them from up little at a time, so that the sand, the gravels, or whatsoever heavy item that we have will take its time to sediment at the bottom of the bowl. So when I'm done with this, I'm just going to add more water and then set this aside to ferment, just like I did for the first one. Now here I am washing the bigger babies. Now you know the corns are actually bigger in size compared to the millet and then the guinea corn. So this one will be easier to wash, but that does not mean it does not contain sand or gravels or stones. It contains too, but just that it will be easier to wash. So I'm just going to remove the first layer or the first segment, which is the one that contains the chaff, and then go in with selecting out the bigger corns that I can find in the sieve, because some of them are still good in as much as they floated up, but they are still good. So I'm just going to go ahead and then continue with the washing process. Just take your time, guys. Do not skip this. If you skip it, your pap will be sandy, and trust me, that is not what you want after this so much effort you have put in. So at this moment, or at this point, everything is thoroughly washed and neatly washed. I was going to add more water and then set this aside, cover this. Like I said initially, this is going to ferment for 3 days, and every day I will change the water. Now you won't soak the soya beans, you won't soak the groundnuts until a day to the day you want to grind it. For instance, if you want to grind on Monday, Sunday night you soak the soya beans and the groundnuts, or you can do it in the early morning of the day you want to grind and then grind in the evening. The potato, you're going to peel it that day, dice into little chunks, and then add to your mixture and then grind. The same thing with the carrot too. Now the soya beans, you just have to peel the back, but you don't have to worry yourself. You don't have to peel it so clean as if you want to use it for akara. Just peel the much you can and you stop. The granules, you don't have to worry yourself. Just pour out, drain out the water, rinse severally, and then pour it into the mixture that contains the corn and the other stuffs. And then for the soya beans, you don't have to stress yourself much for all the peels or all the back to go out. Just remove the much you can and then rinse thoroughly, rinse severally, so that the chaff that was able to peel out will just go out. But don't stress yourself just in case everything did not completely go out. So you can see what I'm just trying to do. I'm just trying to get the water drained, and then I will rinse this severally, and we are good to go. So that other chaff, now I'm just going to dry it. When it gets dry completely, I'll pick out the beans that is inside the first chaff that I removed. So I think I rinsed this one 2 or 3 times, and then I'm good to go. So this is what everything looks like. You can see the corn, the yellow and the white one. Now that day I went out, and before I came back, my cousin has already sieved it, but I'm still going to show you guys how to do that. You can see I'm drying the chaff. I'll show you guys what we'll do with it later. Now when you get your cheesecloths or your chiffon cloth or whatsoever it is, you're going to tie it exactly the same way you are seeing me tie mine in the video. Fold it into 2 equal halves, tie the upper part and also tie the lower part. You can see what I'm doing, right? And then you're going to have something long like this. Did you see? Now you're just going to go ahead into a bigger bowl, fill the bowl with water, and then you put your cheesecloth over it, just the way you can see me do. Now let's just assume that the chaff is already the pap or the ground grains. I'm just going to transfer it into my cheesecloth, then carry everything together, try to grab everything together. You can see what I'm doing in the video right now. You're just going to submerge or rinse it severally into the water like you can see me do in the video. You can add more quantity than this. I'm just trying to illustrate, right, because she had already sieved it before I came back that evening. So you're just trying to squeeze out all the excess water. Now to this chaff, I'm going to sun dry it, and then after I will buy more corn and then we'll blend this later. You're going to allow this to settle overnight. Yes, it must settle overnight so that the sediment will go down, and then the solute, that's more of the excess water, will now come up. Now you need another bag because you're going to transfer the solute which contains the pap into the bag. So you can see how smooth this pap is. You can see for yourself, right? Now the essence of transferring this into the bag is that so that all the excess water will drain out. I'm trying to remove some that I will be making for my kids this morning. So you're just going to transfer everything into the bag so the excess water will drain out, and then you have it in a solute form, which you can now transfer to your bowls or transfer to your Ziploc bags and store this in your fridge or in your freezer. So you can see what I'm trying to do. So as I'm trying to scoop it, you can see for yourself that this contains water in it. So I'm just trying to reduce it. You can see. So let's thoroughly mix this, and then I'm just going to go ahead to lift up the bowl and then transfer everything into the bag. Tie this up and then set it aside for the water to get thoroughly or completely drained. So you can see what I'm doing in the video, right? So I'm just going to tie this up completely, and then set this aside for the water to drain completely. So thank you so much for joining me in this tutorial. Try this out, guys. Trust me, you are going to love this. It's very easy to put together and above all nutrients packed. So after the next day, you can see it's thicker and it's more formed. Now I transfer them into my bowl and then store.